Just a quickie. I had a client contact me last night. They said they just watched a program with a doctor hosting it about the dangers of sugar and and the health conditions that it can cause, and how children are now having fillings as young as 2 years old. And something that I've harped on about probably for a good 20 odd years, that, you know, fat isn't the devil. Sugar is not great. And not to say that fat's brilliant for you, because everything has to be in moderation, but good fats, when you look back to the generations, many generations before us, there was no non-fat nonsense or sweeteners. There was just pure wholesome food, and you didn't eat in excess because you had the natural fats in the foods that hadn't been tampered with, which helped balance your blood sugar and helped you feel fuller for longer. So, you know, the biggest bit of advice I give to people is have a look at the labels of what you're actually eating. If you don't recognise the ingredients, don't eat it. If it's really high in carbohydrates, of which are sugars, have a look at the fat and protein content, fibre content in comparison, and try and make sure that they're not as ridiculously high than something that's actually going to help stabilise your blood sugar, keep you fuller for longer, help your moods so you don't get mood swings, and just really try and go for as natural as possible. But yeah, you know, diet stuff, half-fat stuff, sweeteners, really horrific for your body. It's a load of nonsense. Just eat normal food. Don't eat stuff which is flavoured. Don't eat stuff that pretends to be vegan bacon, because you know what, and it's not to like completely slag off the industry, but there's such a false representation out there of what is actually really good for you. You want to look at your grandparents and how they used to eat. People always have the argument that statistically, you know, we didn't know about all the cancers and stuff when our parents, grandparents and great-grandparents, and it was their sort of generation, because things weren't reported like they are now. No, they weren't reported like they are now. And guess what? The food wasn't full of crap like it is now either. And the land was looked after better, and the animals weren't fed crap. So that makes a really big difference. So just my thoughts.